Hey everybody, I am so excited to be part of Justine Hovey's 50,000 subscriber celebration. And this is the 50 cards for 50K. It's a fun title for the celebration. I have all of the details listed down below, but I'm going to go over some of them so that you don't miss anything before I get into the card. So, as I mentioned, it's Justine's 50,000 subscriber celebration. So, be sure to check her website out as well as her YouTube channel. And the next person in the hop will be listed down below as well. And I am going to have a coordinating blog post over on my website with all of the participants just to make sure that you don't miss any, because the more videos you watch and comment on, the more chances you have to win one of 5 $50 gift certificates sponsored by Justine herself. And the winners will be chosen October 15th. So be sure to check back over on her website to see if you won. Also, I wanted to mention, if you want to learn more techniques, if you've loved all of these videos, you definitely need to check out Justine's class. It is a technique resource binder class. So you definitely want to check it out if you like to have a lot of things organized, or if you, well, I won't say too much. Just go check it out and you'll see for yourself that it is definitely worth it. All right, and be sure to check out the description box for the supply list. I have all of the supplies listed down below. All right, so let's get into the card as we are 2 minutes in now. So I am using some watercolor paper, and I use a stamp set from the Ton Stamps. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I used my stamp platform to stamp out this image with VersaMark ink. And I did stamp it twice so that I get a nice crisp image. And then that way the embossing powder that I'm using is going to stick really well to it. And then that way I can have a really nice border when I'm coloring. It's kind of like my little cheat. So I used Ranger's super fine embossing powder, and it's the gold, which is absolutely gorgeous with the pink and the gold. And then what I'm doing is I am using Zig markers, Zig Clean, no, let me see. I always get this name mixed up. Zig Clean Color Real Brush Markers. They are some of my favorites to color with. I just find it so relaxing. I can watch a show and just relax and get lost in coloring. When I first got them, I colored probably for 6 hours, and by the time I was like, okay, I need to go to bed, I realized it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. So they can be addicting. So just beware. All right. So what I did was I laid down a little bit of water, and then I'm going in with the Zig marker and laying down a little bit of color. And when the color meets the water, obviously it's going to kind of spread out a bit, and then I help the color kind of move and do its thing with the watercolor brush, and then I'll add a little bit more color and then just kind of keep layering until I feel it looks decent, and then I'll move on to the next portion or part of the image. So again, I'm not very good at technical coloring, so this might, I know there's just so many wonderful colorists out there. I just get a little bit intimidated when I share these coloring videos, but I do enjoy it, and I think that's what matters most. All right, so again, I laid down some water onto part of the image, and then I'm going to go in with the Zig marker, put a little bit of color on there and pull out that color with the watercolor brush. And what I like to do too is, instead of pulling or starting from the color and pulling it out to the, let me see how do I explain this. So instead of pulling the color out, I sometimes bring the water to the color so that way the color kind of bleeds into the water, and that really helps with coloring as well. I hope I'm making sense. Sometimes I talk and I think I'm making sense, and then I listen back and I'm totally not making sense. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me in the comment section, and be sure to comment as well, because you definitely want to have a chance to win one of those $50 gift certificates. All right, so I'm just going to continue to color this image, and I do use a few different colors of zigs. I found that Amazon has them the cheapest, and I will have a link to them down below as well. So I sped this up quite a bit, or else it probably would have been an hour-long video. And I absolutely love this image. It's so gorgeous, and I probably said that 10 times already. But I am just going to continue to add the color, and let's see if I'm... Oh, another thing is, if I feel like the petal is getting a little bit too dark and there isn't a lot of dimension in it, I will clean off the brush and add a little bit of water to the bristles, and then kind of swipe where I want the color to be a little lighter, and then clean off the brush. And then that way I'm kind of picking up some of that color as well. And then if it's really, if it's too much, like I think here, I'm going to take a paper towel and dab some of that water up. And that really helps as well. All right, so I'm going to move on to the next little flower here. And this stamp set is called Sweet Bouquet. I realized that I did not tell you the name of it. It is, again, it's so gorgeous. It's perfect for just a really nice big image for a card. It's definitely one that you want to send to somebody that you really, really love, because as you see, it takes quite a long time to color this image, but it's definitely worth it. So I am actually going to play a little bit of music, because I feel like I explained everything that I need to, and yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. So I will be back shortly to explain how I finish up the card. I am going to take my little teeny tiny trimmer from Dress My Craft. Isn't this the cutest thing? I love having this just right next to me because when I like to trim down my card panels so that it has a nice border, so that it's like 4 by 5 1/4 and it has a nice little border. And this little trimmer is perfect for that. So I'm just going to trim that down. And there we go. And I did actually decide to add a little bit of shadow to this image. I felt it needed a little bit of grounding, it just needed something else. So I'm taking another Zig marker, and it's just a really light gray color. And I kind of go back and forth with adding the color straight to that kind of the outer part of where the embossing powder is. And then I'll go in with the water brush and kind of blend it out a bit. And then at times I'm going in with some water first and then adding kind of what I have on my mat there. You'll see me kind of going back and forth with the water and then the color. I don't really want it too dark, just enough to give the image a little bit of grounding and depth. All right, so here is my scoreboard, and I absolutely love this scoreboard from Dress My Craft. It has the bone folder in the back, but they also have Teflon bone folders, which I absolutely love. It's just it's so soft. I cannot get enough of it. I know that sounds weird. It's a bone folder. All right, I am going to now add some adhesive from scrapbook.com. I've had this jumbo adhesive for, I want to say like a year or two. Whenever they first came out with it, I got it and I don't think I've even used half of it. So it's amazing adhesive to have. And once you just think about laying the paper like together, it's stuck. It's not going anywhere. So I adhered all of my panels together, and then I adhered the stamped image to the card base, and now I'm going to add my sentiment. It just says thinking of you, and I embossed it with gold embossing powder, and then I used some deluxe adhesive to adhere it together onto some like glitter cardstock. And now I'm going to add some Nuvo drops just to add another little bit of something to the card, a little bit of dimension. And that is going to complete my card. I am so excited again to be part of this celebration for Justine. She is amazing, and be sure to check her out. Also, if you are new to my channel, I hope you subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every time that I upload a video. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to leave a comment down below, and be sure to share this with all of your friends on social media to get the word out about this amazing hop. Here is a couple more videos you might enjoy. And again, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out the description box for the supply list and head on over to my website for more information on this card. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.